Today we're trying something we've never done on the channel before, Oathbreaker gameplay.
I'm Mia, and I like playing cards that are nostalgic to me.
I'm BZ, I like signature spells. We're the Nitpicking Nerds, sponsored by our favorite sponsor, Card Kingdom. We actually love all of our sponsors equally, so they're all our favorites. You can go there, save money by getting cards with free shipping, orders $50 or more.
If you want any of the cards that we play in these decks today, you can go buy them there. Free shipping, $50 or more, as BZ mentioned. And I'm going to do this a little bit out of order. We're also sponsored by Moxfield, because that is the place where you can actually look at our decks online.
Yes, we have our Oathbreaker decks on Moxfield. It still cares about that format. We talk about it for Commander. It's actually great for everything. And the Moxfield ad, it's right now. This is the Moxfield ad.
You couldn't have guessed this one. Also sponsored by Dragon Shield. Best sleeves in the multiverse.
Good sleeves. Yeah, okay. We got high energy because we're excited to play. But you can go to Dragon Shield. They really do have great sleeves. And if you're a patron of the channel, you get access to exclusive Spell Table Commander gameplay that you cannot see anywhere else. So if you want to support us, help us do this as our full-time job, which we do appreciate, that is the way to do it. So Oathbreaker is a sanctioned format now. It's brand new. It's brand new in the sense that there's a lot of new things. It's hard to keep track. Oathbreaker, it's pretty new. But we're going to see if we can break it.
It's kind of like Commander. It's usually normally 4-player, but we're doing this 1v1, and 1v1 makes it even faster. But the rules are, like a Commander deck, you have a Planeswalker as your Oathbreaker, which you have in a special zone, and you can cast it at any point.
You also have a signature spell, which you can only cast if you control your Commander/Oathbreaker. So a little different than Commander. We are going to be playing 1v1, and it is going to be broken, and I am excited to try it out.
There's a different ban list, too, so you will not be finding, like, Soul Rings or Mana Crypts in here. So you have to use your fast mana a little bit differently. And we have some decks that we're really excited to play. Mine is Serra the Benevolent and Wake the Reflections as my signature spell. I'm going to be making a lot of tokens, whether that's 1/1 vampires or 4/4 angels, and I'm going to be swinging in as fast as I can.
The broken thing that you're going to try to do is minus Serra, make a 4/4, then immediately cast Wake the Reflections to make another 4/4. Then if you untap with Angels, you just keep casting Wake and making more 4/4s. It's pretty silly. I'm going to be doing Nixilis, the Adversary. I'm going to be making Devils, the exact opposite. Angels versus Devils. I am going to be sacrificing creatures. My signature spell is Village Rites, so I'm going to cash it in for card draw, keep the value flowing, and hopefully just go under everything Mia's trying to do. But we shall see who the real victor is. Let's get into the gameplay.
Roll for first?
I would love to. I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Okay, I guess you're going to go first then?
Okay, draw.
Right.
Perfect 7 off the top.
7 off the top. How do we do it?
We're so good at this. I'm going to play Crocus as land for turn and put Chromox Imprinting Benevolent Marshal under it, and I'm going to tap 2. And I'm going to play Gather the Townsfolk. So I'm going to put 2 1/1 white human creatures onto the battlefield. 2 1/1s on the field.
Ooh, mine has a pitchfork.
Mine has a sword.
Mine's head is way bigger than yours.
As just like real life.
Just like real life.
Pass for turn.
Okay, is that all you had? You just put 4 permanents out on turn 1? I'll draw. I have a risky play, and I have a fun play, so you already know I'm going to do the risky play. I'm going to play Ancient Tomb and Lotus Petal. I'm going to crack it for a black, take 2 damage, and I'm just going to throw out Rotting Regisaur on turn 1. And my upkeep, I discard a card, but it's a 7/6. Go ahead.
All right. I'll untap and draw. I'm going to play Marsh Flats as land for turn, and I'm going to go crack it and find plains. Do you want to cut?
No, I'm never cutting.
Okay.
Not in this format.
I just wanted to know.
I can accuse you of cheating if I don't cut.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm going to tap 2 and just do it now. I'm going to Fateful Absence the Regisaur.
Cool. So I get nothing. I mean, I get a clue.
You get a clue.
Here, check this out. This is how I draw clues. You can proceed with your turn.
Okay, and I'm going to pay 1 and get an Esper Sentinel out.
Great.
And I'm going to move to combat and hit you for 2.
I'll go to 16.
And then pass.
Can I have like a treasure instead of a clue, please?
Sorry, I don't exactly have that out.
Okay, I was asking. So I'm screwed. I will play Sulphurous Springs and I'll take 3 damage.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah, I'm going to also give you a card because I'm going to play Zulaport Cutthroat and I'm going to play Skull Clamp and not pay the 1.
Okay, perfect.
Go ahead. I'm probably fine.
Untap and draw. Sorry, lots of permanents here.
What a problem to have.
I'll play a Plains for turn. I'm going to tap 4. And I'm going to bring out Serra.
Okay, that time already.
Yep. And I am going to use a black dice for this and put her down to 1 loyalty and make a 4/4 angel.
I'm curious to see how your 4/4 angel turns out.
Probably not that good, but let's find out. Psh. There's a flying vigilance angel.
Let me guess. Attack with everything?
I think I'm going to keep Esper Sentinel back, and I'm going to attack with these 2 humans.
Okay, so I would take 2, go to 11, and you're all set?
And then I'll pass.
Draw. Okay, well, my risky start is not paying off at all. I can play a mountain, and I feel like my only move here is to take 3 damage again and casualty this Nixilis. I'll sack Zulaport Cutthroat, so you lose 1, I gain 1.
Are you going to pay for Esper Sentinel?
Well, I'm doing that first, and now I get to decide. I don't know. I think I do not want to pay.
I will draw.
So this will create a 1 loyalty Nixilis and a 3 loyalty Nixilis. The 3 loyalty one's going to -2, and I will create probably the scariest devil you've ever seen.
He's so scary.
We have to put a parental advisory on this video now because this thing is just too frightening. And I'm going to use the extra mana that I didn't pay with to, I guess, equip the devil, and I'll shoot Serra for 1. And I will draw 2 cards.
She's going to go over here with 1 counter, or, 1 piece of tax.
Those cards needed to be better. I will pass my turn.
All right. I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to play Cave of the Frost Dragon coming in tapped. I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to play Honor of the Pure. White creatures get +1/+1.
So just everything gets +1/+1.
Yes. Okay. And I'm going to move to combat.
You want to kill those Nixilis, probably.
Of course.
Of course you do.
I'm going to be swinging everything at your face.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm dead then.
So you lost, so...
Yeah, I got absolutely smashed. I'm going to go first
Okay.
this time. Hopefully this deck has a better showing. Maybe it was because I pooped out a Regisaur on turn 1.
That was powerful, though.
It was powerful for like 3 seconds. I'm going to take a mulligan.
I think I have to take a mulligan also.
We're going to go by Oathbreaker rules, so we're each taking a single free mulligan here.
We know that this is usually a free-for-all format, but we're getting a little weird with it.
We're playing the busted version. This is the cracked version of Oathbreaker.
You want to cut?
No, I don't. 7 off the top, like it's nothing. Okay, this hand is also not great, but I am once again risking it for the biscuit.
That worries me.
Get worried, because it's all downhill for me at Largo now.
Is it another Regisaur?
I'm not going to tell you.
I feel like
Are you keeping your hand?
I'll keep.
Okay,
I'll keep.
I'm going to play a Swamp and a Greedy Freebooter. And I'm also going to play Lotus Petal and pass.
I'll draw. I'm going to play a Flooded Strand and go crack it to find a Plains and pass.
Ooh, okay, I'll draw. Wow. Okay, I'm going to play Dragon Skull Summit. I'm going to hit you for 1.
Take 1.
Then I'm going to cast Nixilis. To no one's surprise, I'll casualty this. I'm going to scry 1 and get a treasure token. This is how we do treasures on the Nitpicking Nerds right here. A little bit of that. A little bit of that action. So scry 1. I think I will leave it. Then Nixilis goes in the stack. He gets casualtied for 1. 1 loyalty. 3 loyalty. I will -2 this one to create a devil. And then I will plus this one, and I will gain 2 life, and you have to discard unless you lose 2.
I will discard a Plains.
Okay, and I'm done.
I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play a Plains, and I'll tap 2. And I'll play an Arcane Signet.
Fair enough.
And after that, I'll pass.
Okay, just untap and draw. I knew what this card was. I will start activating the screws. I will +1, and I'll gain 2 life.
I'll lose 2.
Okay, and then I will... I don't know why I said activating the screws. I'm putting the screws to you is what I'm doing, and I'll plus this one and gain 2 life.
I'll discard this Brave the Elements.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play Blood Tithe Harvester. It ETBs and gives me a blood token.
Okay.
This is a fast token 101 for you people at home. So there's a blood. I'm like already out of space here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to clock you for 1.
I'll take 1.
Absolute beating. And then I'm going to play a swamp and pass my turn.
End step, I'm going to tap for 1 white mana and Swords the Blood Tithe Harvester.
Okay, I will respond. I do control my Oathbreaker, so I will cast Village Rites, and I will sacrifice the Oathbreaker, or the Blood Tithe Harvester, to draw 2 magic cards. I have nothing further.
I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to play Emiria Shattered Skyclave and take 3. And then I will bring out Serra.
There she is.
I'm going to use her -3. And I'm going to bring out an Angel.
4/4 Vigi.
And after that, I'm going to pass for turn.
Let's just untap and draw. Can't cast that. I will cast a different spell. I'm going to Fatal Push the Angel.
Okay.
And I will attack Serra for 1.
Takes 1, she dies.
Right. I will also play a Douthy Voidwalker and a tapped Blood Crypt, and then I'm going to plus these Nixilis.
I'll take 2 and discard the Cave of the Frost Dragon.
Okay, I will pass. It is worth noting that Douthy is exiling the cave.
I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play Ancient Tomb as land for turn.
Oh, here we go.
I'll tap 3, and I'll play Wedding Announcement.
Okay, 2 damage from Tomb.
I guess I'll move to end step, and I will create a 1/1 human and put an invitation counter on this.
Is that what it's called, an invitation counter?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to untap, and I'm going to draw. Play a mountain. Let's just keep the party going. I'll plus this Nixilis.
I guess in response, I'll pay 2, and I'll get lost on the other one.
Oh, the casualty one?
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's going to go away. I get what?
And I'll take 2.
2 map tokens? Is that what I get?
Yeah.
Can't wait to, never use that. All right. 2 map tokens. I've gained 2 already. You know what? I'm going to spin the wheel. I don't know what I got, but I'm going to pay 6 mana here. And I'm going to cast a Bolas's Citadel, having already played a land.
Okay.
All right. It's Voldaren Epicure. So you're going to take 1, and I create another blood token. Because I can't have too many useless things in play.
You do like your useless tokens.
Oh, this is what this card was meant for. Simeon Spirit Guide. I'll lose 3. Okay, Mayhem Devil. Actually, that probably... I have 4. Yeah, I can use the Citadel ability to sacrifice these 6 and these 10 and deal 100 damage to you.
Okay. I'll go first.
Perfect 7 off the top again? This hand is medium. I will keep it.
I think this is good.
Okay, I'm ready to see it.
I'm going to play a Plains for turn. I am going to play Mox Diamond, pitching this Plains. I'm going to play Lotus Petal. And I'm going to play Chrome Mox, exiling Honor of the Pure.
What is happening?
And then 4, and I'll bring out Serra and make a 4/4.
Okay.
And then pass.
Do you have 1 card in hand right now?
I have 1 card in
Oh
hand.
my god.
That's why I was like, this is risky.
I'm drawing. I will fetch with Verdant Catacombs. I'll get a swamp, and hopefully this is enough. All I can do is Fatal Push the token.
Okay.
At least I don't lose immediately to your signature spell, but I will pass after that.
I'll untap and draw. I am going to play Ancient Tomb as land for turn. I'm going to tick Serra up, and creatures get +1/+1. And I'll pay 2 and play Pearl Medallion.
Sure.
And pass.
I'll draw. I don't know if I can beat that Serra. I have a Sulphurous Springs. I'm going to lose 1 life from that, and I'll play a Nether Trader. It has Haste and Shadow, so I'll deal 1 more to Serra.
She will tick down to 2.
And then I can also play a Memnite, and I'll pass.
I'll untap and draw. I will tick her up again. And I will pay 1 for Mother of Runes.
Okay.
And after that, I'm going to pass.
All right, let's see what we can do. I'll draw. All right. I guess I'll attack Serra for 2.
I'll block the Memnite.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tradesies.
And this will go down to 3.
Yep. Do you have no cards in hand?
I have no cards.
All right. It didn't work last time, but we're running out the register. We're making it happen.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll untap and draw. I think I'm just gonna kill Serra to make a Vigilance token.
Yep.
I'm gonna play land for turn as this Plains, and I will hit myself for 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and with 1 reduction here, I'll bring Serra back out again.
Yep.
And I will tick her down to 1 and make another angel.
Sure.
And then I will play Wake the Reflections, and then make another angel.
That seems fair.
All these are angels, I promise. And they get worse as we go. So.
Yeah, they are. Each one is like a carbon copy of the last one, and it doesn't look good.
And after that, I'm going to pass for turn.
Okay, so you just have like a million flying power. On my upkeep, I have to discard. So I'll discard Foreboding Ruins and draw. I mean, I can do cool things this turn, but I don't know if I can do like stop 12 damage this turn. What I can do is attack, but do I want to? I think I will. I'll attack you for 7, and I'm going to try to take out Serra again.
I can't block the Serra damage, so she'll die, and I will take 7.
Okay, so I'm just trying to debate if I should play out Nixilis and casualty the Regisaur and have you draw 7 and lose 7, because I don't know how else I'm supposed to beat you.
It is an option.
If I just pass, you hit me for 12 and I go to 6, and then I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I think that might be the move.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will casualty this Regisaur for a 3 loyalty Ob Nixilis and, of course, a 7 loyalty Ob Nixilis. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to -7, target you. I'll have you draw 7, lose 7.
Go down to 4. And then I will draw 7.
Okay, we'll see if this pays off. I don't know. So now I guess I will -2 this other one to create my trusty devil token. That's kind of a damage on you.
Okay.
And let's see. So if you play an Anthem, I'm taking 15, which means I can afford to shock myself down to 16 and play an Unlucky Witness. When it dies, I basically draw a card, and I'll pass.
I'll untap and draw.
Yeah. Moment of truth.
I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to play Drannith Magistrate. I'll pay 2. And I'll play Mindstone. I'm going to attack for 12.
I have no blockers, so I'll take 12.
I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you on your upkeep.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3 with reduction. I'm going to Galadriel's Dismissal.
You're going to phase my dudes out?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't respond with Village Rights because of the Drannith Magistrate, so I guess these dudes are phased out and I have to somehow win without any of them. Okay, so then I can draw?
Yes.
Great. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I don't control a devil, but I will plus.
Okay, I will discard a Flooded Strand.
This strategy may not have worked. So here's what I can do. Since these creatures don't come back until my next turn, I'm going to pass my turn.
I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to move to combat and swing at you.
Here's what I can do, though. Check this out. I'm going to make you sacrifice with Shieldred's Edict a creature token.
I will sacrifice this sad guy.
Got him! I'm dead. I'm so dead. That Galadriel's Dismissal destroyed me.
That's why I was like thinking about exactly like what I had to do.
Okay, I'm getting crushed. Mia's up 2-1, so I will go first for this game.
Ooh, perfect 7.
7 off the top. Just like we drew it up.
And this sucks. I'm going to take a mulligan.
Oh, this hand is almost so good. I have to mulligan.
I have 1 land.
I had 1 land also. Okay, let's try again. Probably with a perfect 7.
Not for me.
Woo! I can roll with this.
I don't think I can roll with this. I'll take another mulligan and go down to 6. Yeah, you know what? This is great. This is perfect. I'll put this back.
All right, get it started with Mountain and Impulsive Pilferer. Go ahead.
I'll draw for turn. I'll Marsh Flats and crack it to go find a Plains. And I'll pay 1, and I'll play Mother of Runes and pass.
All right, we're getting frisky, folks. You know what time it is. I'm not even gonna bother attacking. I'm gonna exile Simian Spirit Guide, casualty this guy. Let's get a treasure and a bunch of Ob Nixilises, and you know it's all going down. Here's this one at 3. Then we get this one at 1. I'm gonna -2 this one to 1 to make a devil. Okay. Now we're cooking. And I think actually I'm going to use this treasure for a black, and I'll cast my signature spell. I'm going to Village Rights my devil and ping the Mother of Runes.
Okay.
I'll draw 2 cards, and my turn is over.
I'll untap and draw.
And I forgot to plus the other Ob Nixilis because I was being too much of a cool kid.
I'm going to play an Arid Mesa and crack it to find another Plains. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play Pearl Medallion and pass.
All right. It's probably going to be a Serra or something similar next turn. Play Sokenzan. I will plus both of these Ob Nixilises, so you lose 2 unless you discard twice.
I'll lose 4.
Fair enough. I'm going to go for a Greedy Freebooter and the unluckiest of Witnesses, and my turn is over. Very tame.
I'll untap and draw. I'm going to play Iganjo Castle. I'm going to tap 1, and I'm going to play Ossification. And I'm going to, whichever the real Ob Nixilis is, put it under it.
The real one. All right, so he's going to go back to the command zone, for sure. It is worth noting that I still cannot cast Village Rights because this is not my Oathbreaker. This is.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play Adeline.
Pretty good.
After that, I'm going to pass.
All right, I'll untap. This is a little bit more grindy than our other games. Play a command tower. I'm going to fire off a Deadly Dispute. I'm going to be sacrificing this Greedy Freebooter, which will give me a treasure, and a Scry 1. I'm going to stick that on the bottom. Then I will draw 2 and create a second treasure token. All I can really do now is play a Zulaport Cutthroat. I'm actually going to, you know what, I'll use these treasures as well. I will throw down a Nether Trader.
Okay.
I'll hit you for 1 since you cannot block.
I'll take 1.
And then I'm going to plus this Nixilis, so you know the drill.
I'll lose 2 life. I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Plains as land for turn. I'll pay 3 and I'll play Serra.
There she is.
And I'll minus her down and make an Angel.
He's back again.
And I'm going to pay 1 and Wake the Reflections to make a copy.
That's a pretty good signature spell, I'm learning.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I think I'll attack Nixilis with Adeline, and when when I attack, I'm going to bring in a guy who is
Just
also attacking.
A guy. Is he tapped or is he vigilant?
He's tapped and attacking Nixilis.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to chump Adeline because she's a 4. I guess we should probably represent that. So I'm going to chump that. This will die. Nixilis takes 1, and I have a trigger to exile the top 2 cards in my library until the end of my turn. My next turn, I can play 1 of them. Interesting. Interesting. Zulapur Cutthroat also triggers, and I will gain 1, and you take 1.
And after that, I'm going to pass.
Okay, I will draw a card. All right, I'll play Mountain for turn. I can maybe make something happen here. I'm going to tap 4 for the 1 ring.
All
I'll
right.
gain protection from stuff, and then I'll put a burden counter on it. Draw a card. I think my only shot at winning now, even though I do have protection, is to try to like burn you out. So I will -2 this Nixilis, create a devil, and then I'm going to use Dargo's ability to cast himself for a single red. I will sacrifice these 3, and I will deal 4 to you, and I'll gain 3.
Okay.
These go to the graveyard. This goes away, and I just have a Dargo sitting in play. And I'll pass my turn.
I'll untap and draw. I'm going to play Nykthos.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to tap it. I'm going to get 5 mana. I am also going to plus Serra.
Might as well.
Yeah. With 4 of the mana, I'm going to play Court of Grace, and I'm going to become Monarch.
Sure. That's pretty good in 1v1. Very hastily thrown together crown we have.
It happens. And I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to Wake the Reflections again and make another Angel. Adeline is going to be 5. And even though your life total can't change, I am going to attack you and get a dude.
Okay, I'll just block the dude.
Okay. And after that, I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'm going to lose 1 life on my upkeep.
Oh, sorry. Draw for Monarch also.
I lose 1 life, and I draw a card. And I'm going to see if you have anything. I'm going to tap 5, and we're going to casualty Dargo into this Nixilis. The other one will enter with 7 loyalty, and I'm going to -7, targeting you.
I can't do anything about that.
All right, we're going to game 5, folks.
Well, this is game 5, and I'm going to go first.
Okay, can I hit the 7? Oh, like it was nothing. This one, I'll show the camera. It's really close. It's 1 land in Ragavan on the draw.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to ship it. I don't know. Maybe with that Voldaren Epic here, we could have got somewhere, but that's a little risky, even for me.
Yeah, 6 lands in Mox Diamond doesn't feel good.
That's not great.
Okay, let's try that again.
Yeah, that didn't go well. Oh, I only drew 6 off the top. This hand is way worse than the other one. I should have kept the 1 land Ragavan.
I'm going to mulligan.
Okay, we're both down to 6. One last try at the perfect 7.
Let's try. Well, I definitely didn't grab a perfect 7.
I did not grab a perfect 7. Oh, you know what? This hand is dumb and bad, and it just makes me want to keep the first hand and go back in time. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put back this card.
I'll put back this one.
Okay, and then you're first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to play an Arid Mesa and crack it and go find a Plains. And I'm going to tap 1, and I'm going to play Giver of Runes and pass.
It's pretty scary, turn 1. I'll draw. Oh, boy. Guess what?
What?
I'm going to lose. Go ahead.
I'll untap and draw. I'll play a Plains. I guess I'll just attack you for 1.
Dang, I'm at 19.
I'm going to pay 2 mana, and I'm going to play Staff of the Storyteller. When it ETBs, I'm going to create a Spirit, and I think I have one already. Comes in a...
Oh, he has seen better days. Doesn't that
really
get...
has.
That gets like a luck counter or something?
It does get a story counter.
Ooh.
And then after that, I'm going to pass.
Draw. Oh, no. Oh, dang. It's over. I will summon Ragavan and pass my turn.
I'm going to untap and draw.
You feel good about yourself? Does this make you happy?
I feel pretty good. I'm going to play Ancient Tomb.
Oh, no. It's over.
I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to play Serra.
Sure.
And I'm going to minus her down to 1 and make an Angel.
Yeah, I mean, if you plussed it, you know, you could attack me for 2.
That is true.
Does this get a thing?
Yes, it does get a story counter. And I'm going to hit you for 1.
Ow.
And then after that, I'll pass.
Oh no, it might very well be over.
Dude, I don't know what you kept.
My
but-
keep was reasonable, but
Was it? I see
Yes.
1 land out, and it's turn 3.
look, it was down to. I was down to 6 when I was supposed
So
to go
was
to 5.
I.
Was I supposed to go to 5? I
Yeah.
couldn't keep perfect hand like you. Okay. The other problem is Giver of Runes too. So I will play Chromox. My hand was way better if you didn't have Giver of Runes. I'm gonna imprint this very uncastable Bolas' Citadel, which I just drew.
Yeah, I mean, you are a little far from 6 mana.
It wasn't in the opener, I promise.
Sure.
I will also play Springleaf Drum.
Okay.
You see, we had a stew going here, but I didn't have Chromox, obviously. But we had a stew. This land entering tapped kind of killed me. I don't think I can stop you from doing your angel thing because of Giver, so I'll make a black, and I'll just play a Dothy Voidwalker and say it's your go.
Okay.
I don't feel good.
I'm gonna
I don't feel
untap and draw. I'm gonna play Marsh Flats as land for turn.
I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna move that around. Okay,
Okay. I'm gonna crack it,
that's fair.
and I'm gonna find this plains. Also, I think I should have taken 2 from Ancient Tomb last turn.
I think you should have. Good noticing that, chat. Thanks for helping me out.
I'm gonna play Lotus Petal.
Okay.
I'm gonna uptick Serra, and I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm going to swing 7 at you.
Go to 11.
What do I do? I'm gonna pay 1 and wake the reflections on this angel.
Checks out.
I'm going to put a story counter here.
We don't even have time to tell that story. What is happening to your tokens? Do you just not want to draw another one?
You're right, I don't. And I'm gonna pay 4 and hit myself for 2. And I'm gonna play the 1 ring.
Okay, sure.
So I'm gonna get protection from everything, and
Can't even hit you with Ragavan if I wanted to.
and I'll pass.
Okay. I'll draw. Not feeling good. Not feeling good, gang. Here's what I can do. Lotus Petal. Which does let me do something, at least. I
Okay.
will tap this for mana. 2, 3, 4. I will summon my own 1 ring.
Okay.
Take that. And I'm going to just I'll get the trigger to protection, and I will draw a card. And I actually can attack Serra for 3, so I'm going for that.
I'm gonna draw with the 1 ring and put a burden counter on it.
Get burdened.
And I'm also going to crack Lotus Petal and draw with this. And neither of those are removal spells, so Serra will die.
Oh, we did it. It is worth noting the Lotus Petal is exiled. I can cast that if I want
Okay.
to. I'm going to pass my turn.
I'm going to untap and draw.
You're actually going to take 1 damage from the burden.
I'm gonna play land for turn. I think I'm just gonna pay 6, and I'm going to bring out Serra.
Okay, take 2 from Ancient Tomb.
And Sarah's gonna come in with 4 counters, and I'm going to tick her down to 1, and I'm gonna make another angel.
Sure thing.
And I'm going to get a counter on Staff of the Storyteller. After that, I'm gonna pass.
Yep, I did have protection, so there's no point in attacking me. I will untap, get burden for 1, draw a card, immediately burden myself again, draw 2 cards. We did it. We hit our second land. It's over now. It's so over for you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, just get ready. You have lethal like twice over in the air. And you have protection with Giver, which is not great. All right, again, I'm not 100% sure what I can do here to win. I'm going to use Ragavan to make a red mana with Springleaf Drum. I'm going to play Unlucky Witness, try to get lucky, and casualty it away with this Ob Nixilis. So I have an Ob Nixilis on the stack here.
Okay.
And I'm going to exile the top 2 cards of my library, which can be played. Oh, perfect. 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 So this Ob Nixilis will be at 3. This one will be at 1. Feels bad. I will -2 to make a devil. And then I will +1 to put the screws to you and gain 2 life.
I'll discard Gemstone Caverns.
It is exiled.
I will exile Gemstone Caverns.
Yeah, I really cannot play these, so there's no point in even looking at them. I think the only thing I can really do, like I could cast Lotus Petal and get an extra mana with Dothy, but that doesn't seem better than just killing Serra. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast your Lotus Petal,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna pass my turn.
I'm going to, I guess, get burden before and draw 2. And then untap, take 2, and draw for turn. I'm going to play a Plains as land for turn. I'm going to uptick Serra.
Yep.
So everything gets +1/+1 that flies. And I guess just to be safe, I'm going to play Intangible Virtue.
Just to be safe, you know?
So
Man, these up Nixilises are like totally going to die.
Yeah, they really are. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing everything at you.
Okay, I'm going to sack this Lotus Petal.
Yes.
For black, and I'm going to Fatal Push one of the tokens.
Okay.
Does that save me?
6, 12, 13, 14, 15.
No, it doesn't? Okay, I'm dead. Good game.
Good game.
I'm dead. I've been defeated.
So the Angels defeated the Devils here, and it really explains why fast mana is banned in this format. I can really see why.
Yeah, we knew 1v1 Oathbreaker was kind of silly. Our decks are busted, and it feels like as soon as either one of us starts doing anything, it's like, oh my god, I can never recover. So if you want to see more busted gameplay, definitely let us know in the comments. This is pretty fun to do.